guys? Welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so today we're going to be making paper cranes. Look at these guys, aren't they so cute? Okay guys, so school is currently shut down for a lot of people, and I think it's shut down for you guys too if you're watching this. So it's all because of the coronavirus. And I'm going to tell you guys a few ways that you can prevent from the coronavirus. So here we go. Okay, so here are a couple things you can do if you want to prevent from getting the coronavirus. Wash your hands regularly for 20 seconds with soap and water or alcohol-based hand rub. Please make sure you're always washing your hands no matter what. Cover your nose and mouth with disposable tissue or flex elbow when you cough or sneeze. So don't go here. Don't outside, okay? Avoid close contact, 1 meter, 3 feet with people who are unwell. So if you see someone who isn't doing well and you kind of feel precautionary, stay away, and most of all, stay home and self-isolate yourself from others in the household if you feel unwell. And do not touch your eyes, nose, mouth, hands if they're not clean, okay? If your hands aren't clean, do not touch your face or your mouth or anything. Coronavirus is a really deep sickness. There isn't really a cure right now, so a lot of people are getting it because they aren't watching where they're going or what they're doing. So you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and those around you. I really do suggest staying home a lot because that's mainly why we don't have school at this point. But yeah, so just stay safe from the coronavirus because it's pretty bad. And I know they say only old people get it, but the truth is that young people can get it too, and they can suffer as much because if your lungs aren't that good, then you're in really deep trouble. So if you're still hitting the vape, you might want to forget that, because if you get it, then yeah. All right. Anyway, all right, so here we go. Let's get to the paper crane video. Okay, so a couple things you're going to need is paper and scissors, pretty much. And you need to know how to make a perfect square paper. I have a couple colors here that I'm going to be cutting. You can have any color of paper. You just need to make sure you have papers and scissors and hands. That's pretty much all you need. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I'm going to get my scissors, and you want to make sure that you fold the paper into a triangle and make sure that the triangle is even, okay, with that. And this is the part you're going to be cutting off, is this big, huge, long rectangle square. So that is what we're going to be cutting off. And I'm going to make sure it's all lined up. Make sure you have a really good fold on the end right here. All right, here we go, guys. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, so there we go. And then there you go. So you want to make sure you have a triangle. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be using all this paper. I'm only going to use one. Today, I think we're going to be making is a green little origami, guys. So here we go. Actually, I like this color pink. This one's pretty. I like this color. So we'll use that. Okay. So now you have your piece of paper here, and now that it is a triangle, you're gonna fold it across like a little hot dog. You're gonna be folding it across, and make sure you got all of those lines measured. Okay. And if you want, just because, you want to make sure, so you have it like that, you have it like that. All right, so now and then you want to make sure you fold it into a triangle on the other side, even though you already have it, just fold it again into a triangle once you have the line of where the square is. So make sure you're doing that. Hold on. Woo! Okay, so let's go over this real quick because I don't want anyone to get lost. Make sure you have a fold across the middle. Okay, fold across the middle, because this is a really important part. And then a fold across right there, like that, just a flap. You want to flap across, and a hot dog. You want to make sure you have the hot dog. So those are 3 folds you want to make sure you have before we move on, okay? 3. All right, so now what we're going to do is you're going to go to the side where you feel like it's just wanting to naturally just fold. Let's see here. So there should be like a side where it feels like it just naturally wants to fold. And usually you'll get to the point where it's like this. And that's what I just found. So it's going to look a little bit like a triangle, longish thing, but you want to make sure you're folding the bottom. Okay, so it's looking like an octagon, but you're going to the bottom because, again, it wants to naturally fold on its own. And then we're going to go from here. And then it should just fold down regularly. Okay, remember, you want to get it to where it's natural. Okay, which means you don't want it to be, you don't want to have to force the fold. You want it to make sure you're getting it on point. Okay, so there we go. Okay, make sure you're really, you have to, especially in origami, you have to make sure that you're lining it up. Okay, so I just lined myself up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, once you get that, remember, you want it to just fold down. Okay, so now we're just going to, see what I'm doing? I'm just opening it up. And they also always suggest to fold it to the sides like a little triangle. So I guess I'm going to do that because if you are beginning, then, you know, we are starting on this. If it's your first origami you're making, then of course I'm going to want you to. So what I'm doing is I'm folding it to the middle like a triangle. Kind of looks like a kite. You see that? You're going to do it to both sides. Not just one, you're doing it to both. You want to do it to the middle of the line and make sure you're creasing as you fold. Okay. Ooh, shine bright like a diamond. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Make sure you got a diamond that looks like a kite. Okay. Guys, I don't have the coronavirus. That's just an inhale thing, right? Alright. Sometimes I get scared. That's why I haven't left my house in like a week or so. My whole softball season got canceled. This is a devastation. Okay, anyway, sorry. Alright, anyway, I just hope they find a cure to coronavirus because it's really affecting a lot of people and it's canceling a lot of events. Okay, so now you got it looking like a kite. You kind of want to fold the top to a triangle. Make sure you do it on both sides. Everything has to be on both sides, especially during this trial. So I'm trying to do this as quick as I can. Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is, now that we have all the sides folded, you're going to flap this open. And we're going to go into some more folding. Your folding has to be precise, like I said. Okay, so now you want to make sure you're bringing it up and then you're like folding it like across, like a little triangle, because these are going to be the wings of the bird. Okay. So you see that, how I have it like that. Now obviously they aren't going to be that big, the wings, but yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, and now if you got both sides, you're going to be, now we're going to do some more folding. We're going to make the wings. So at the bottom of where you did fold all the stuff, you want to make like a little thin one. See, it's a thin one. So we're just going to fold again at the bottom of the triangle. You want to make sure you got this down. Just fold it again. Now, this is my favorite part, comes up right now. Make sure you want to fold all of those. Okay, so now, my favorite part is where you can just like separate any way you want to do. So you can separate this way or you can separate this way. But mostly you want to make sure you're separating it. Okay, so make sure you got those little bendy little birds. So now I'm going to separate them. Which causes me to believe, from what I remember, making my first little baby crane, is it's going to go up. Like a little baby. So once you bend them, you're going to make sure they go up. See that? Goes up. And then the other one goes up. And then you're just going to make sure everything's folding. Remember, guys, you want everything to fold, okay? It's going to have to look like this at the end, near the end. And now, look at this, guys. We're making a birdie. Oh, it's so cute. You got to bring these little stems out. And, hold on. Sometimes you want to just crease them so they're coming out good. And you want, now in the middle, you want to fold the wings down. And you can do it at the same length if you want. You can do it at different lengths. And then flop that little baby down. We got, sorry, a crane. I know this one looks a little bit thick, but there it is. There it is. Look at him. Whee! He's gonna join his little friend. Ooh. Yeah, look at him. Ooh. You can also change the way it looks if you want it. You can like bend it more to make it thinner. So yeah. Alright guys, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, look at these guys. And I hope you guys have a great day today. Remember guys, stay home, stay safe. Take care of your family, wash your hands a lot, stay home mostly. Don't go out a lot right now until they find a cure. And yeah. Alright guys, have a good day. Bye.